Hi Librans, this is Star with Ariana Stock. This is your forecast for February 2023. Like always, I will rely on tarot for your overall messages, and I'm also using some oracle cards. Librans, please keep in mind that these are all random messages and they may not be in any particular order. So please take whatever resonates with your story and leave the rest. Let's just get down to your reading. The energy that you're carrying in from January into February 2023 is the Seven of Cups. You know, this lady, she seems to be all by herself. She's in a defensive mode because her hands are clasped. Besides, she's very wistful. Maybe she's thinking about the choices ahead of her. Possibly in those final days, you were a bit emotional. You needed to step back from certain situations. You needed to rethink, reevaluate your moves, whether professionally or personally. Maybe you had felt that you had choices before you. I think many of you may also be contemplating about better job opportunities. Maybe you feel overworked. You do expect pay commensurate to your efforts. So maybe some kind of boredom within the job could have also crept in. Possibly you were also dealing with a superior who was testing you. Maybe your superior may not have been happy because you were very competent. Obstacles to overcome are the challenges is the Fool card. This is in the challenge position, and like I said, you may be thinking about your options. Maybe the Fool also wants to start a new journey and you're embodying those energies here. But I think this is in the challenge position, so you need to be someone who needs to weigh the pros and cons rather than be blinded by what's going on around you. Even in personal relationships, I think you need to break down those walls. You need to be more communicative with those around you. I think you also need to be polite and patient. Perhaps you should tone it down a bit. Many of you could also be thinking about travel plans, or maybe you're discussing a journey. I think you need to be more focused and professional when it comes to your work. Maybe your boss feels that though you're very capable, but you're someone who takes too many leaves. Influences for this month, we have the Page of Wands. This is a very restless energy. Like the Fool, you also want to move about. You want to take the bull by the horns. Maybe you want to unearth the real purpose of your life. You want clarity with respect to your professional life. I think this is also giving you the opportunity to set the record straight, to rectify your past mistakes. Because this is the Wands energy, you're going to be very creative. I think your output is also going to be appreciative. Communication is also increasing in February, and communication is going to bring in opportunities. Though there's hard work in store for you, because you're very restless and energetic, I think there's a chance to make mistakes. Maybe a bit impatient also while dealing with others. I think you could be having disagreements with loved ones or with colleagues because they fail to follow instructions or that they are not systematic. The first 10 days of the month, we have the Page of Swords, another page. So this is another active card which is asking you to cut through the obstacles, to move forward, but also, like I said, you need to weigh your words carefully. Again, you are going to contemplate about your future. Maybe you also want to travel out of town on account of higher education or better job opportunities, but your family may not be too keen with your decisions. Maybe your father could have issues here, or a male figure who feels that he is unable to provide for you. I think financial constraints could bother him. Still, I think you're someone who is very pushy when you're promoting yourself. You're going to take matters headlong. You're not going to be sitting tight. Your schedule could also be disrupted, so you need to have a very flexible mindset. Librans, you also are being asked to make allowances for others. Maybe bookkeeping or banking work will also keep you preoccupied. 11th to 20th February, we have the Chariot. So again, another card which talks about movement or making those plans to move about. You do need the support to overcome the challenges which are going to arise at this time. Maybe you also feel that everyone is against your ideas. Even while working, I think you need to step up and take charge. Though there are going to be delays and a little bit of friction when it comes to tasks, but then you'll be able to complete them. I think you also have the capacity to help others. But Librans, try not to be temperamental. Technically also you could be a bit challenged this month. Maybe gadgets are malfunctioning, or you have the know-how to help others technically as well. The final days of February, 21st to 28th February, we have the Five of Pentacles. Throughout this month, I'm picking up that your routine could be disrupted. Again, in these final days, you also have a lot on your plate. Maybe work is happening in a haphazard manner. Sometimes, we don't get the assistance or we don't get the data that we require to continue with the task. But then we have to take it up after a while. So maybe you have to defer tasks. Still, you're getting the opportunity to work things out. Maybe you were misinformed in the past. That is why you should also be careful with your words and you should avoid misunderstandings. I think this Five of Pentacles is also telling you to safeguard your belongings. Maybe you could misplace them or you could lose them. Maybe you should also let go of something which is not yours, as it is going to give you peace of mind. It's better not to hold on to things, rather to let go for mental peace and happiness. Incidentally, this month I'm also picking up that in case your contract is up for renewal, then there's a high chance that you will get an extension. Spiritual healing will also benefit Librans this month. With respect to your love life, I have this card. Thoughts of you fill up my senses. I think this person is deeply in love with you, even if you're in a no contact situation, or even if you're romancing, this person is constantly thinking about you. Or likewise, Librans, if you have someone on your mind, then you're going to be thinking about this person a great deal more. Possibly in case you fancy someone, I think you should be careful. You may feel as though your advances are not amounting to anything. Maybe you feel that you're being very persuasive. I know you're right, but I need to come to my own conclusions. Possibly this person you're dealing with also realizes that you're making the effort or that you're right about this connection, but somewhere down the line he also needs to come to his own conclusions. Avoid misunderstandings, avoid being temperamental in relationships. Maybe communication barriers need to be overcome. I think in case you're on an on again, off again relationship, you may be feeling a bit restless. You may want to send a message across. Like I said, your feelings may not be reciprocated, but then you do feel a sense of calm. Maybe you desire clarity with respect to your relationship this month. Those who are already romancing, I think you will also be someone who is very interested in your person's background, in his childhood, or maybe new information is also coming your way, so you're getting a chance to understand your beloved. In case you're already married, I think you need to be more patient, you need to be more tolerant of each other. Maybe your person is also a bit insecure, maybe he thinks you fancy someone else. We do have the 5 years, so definitely you are getting attention from the opposite sex. This is making your person insecure. I think you want to reassure your person that he is never far from your mind. Like I said, this card will clearly outlines the same. Thoughts of you fill up my senses. Maybe your person and you should also discuss work here. Another message from the universe is be vigilant. I think you need to be alert while working so that there are no mistakes in your work. Be watchful and alert as there could be some kind of trouble. Be on the lookout for danger or opportunity. Be wide awake I think you should be open to new prospects, even if there's an opportunity or even if there's danger lurking somewhere, not brush it off. We also have this card, bones indestructible. Possibly a connection that you form or have formed is going to be something which is going to stand the test of time. I also feel that even work-wise, you could be doing something which is going to leave a lasting imprint on others, or perhaps you're going to leave your legacy behind. The last card in this reading is Snow Leopard, which talks about self-reliance. Like the snow leopard, you are someone who is going to be dependent on your own self. You believe you need to be self-reliant. Maybe you're also someone who is going to go quiet at times. This solitude is going to help you, and it gives you the power and the strength to get ahead. Besides, you're someone who is very intuitive. Snow leopard is one which talks about silence, the need to focus. At times, you need time alone if you feel stifled in a relationship or within the work environment. You're someone who is going to be a problem solver. You're going to help others. You're going to survive the test of time. So the more you are in tune with your intuition, the more accurate, successful and responsive you become to it. This is interesting because we talked about be vigilant, and here also the snow leopard is asking you to be aware of what's going on around you. I hope Librans, you liked your reading. This is Tarot with Ariana Stark. Please give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye till the next time.